to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you different ways you can get scammed in Royale trading. I'm also going to be putting up some examples, and I am getting most of these ways that you can get scammed from an Instagram post that I asked if I could base my video upon, and they said yes. So it is by Royale, and they made a post with ways people are scammed in Royale. The first way you could get scammed in Royale is by overpricing items. They could overprice items, which is when they sell an item more than the value it's worth. This isn't really much of a scam, but is a way that people can get scammed. This commonly happens with the Shadow Emperor set, the Starfrost set, halos, parasols, broom, and the large train bowscar. Now, the prices of them is pretty hard to find a good deal, but if you do really want it, then I'd say you should just buy it and go for it. This next way you could get scammed is by the item not loading. This way of scamming is when the scammer says they added a certain item. One example is if you're trading a parasol and they say something like, "On my screen it shows the halo, maybe you're lagging." And they also said what this commonly happens with, and it's expensive items like the Shadow Emperor set, Starfrost, Dear Dolly halos, and the large train bowscar. The third type of trading is the trust trade, and this commonly happens to people who are new to trading, but it can happen to pretty much anyone. It's when they put something in and the other person doesn't, so it's a trade for nothing. The person then either trades that person and gives them an item or leaves the game. This is a trade that you should be very careful with because a lot of people do it. Another way you could get scammed is multiple items, and this commonly happens to people who don't double check the person's trade offer. The scammer will put an expensive item in first, then add a lot more less expensive items. Once you can't see it, they will remove the item that the person wanted, and then the item won't be there anymore, so you won't even double check. So with this, you need to double check and be aware that this is a scam. Another trade is cross trading between games, especially Adopt Me and Royale. I think Murder Mystery is another game that this sometimes happens to, and it would be for example, you give the Starfrost skates in Royale, and then they promise to give you 5 pets on Adopt Me, but then they never give it to you. So in addition to all of those ways you could get scammed, I also posted a story on my Instagram story asking if you have ever been scammed in Royale, and that got 194 responses. 87 of those said yes, and about 100 of them said no. So on my next story, I asked if you have, what happened, and how. Now this story got quite a few responses, so I'm not going to go through every single one. So the first person we are going to do, their story is quite long, but we're going to try to read it. So part 1, it happened so fast and I'm stupid. She traded me and asked how much gems she has, and then she showed her the gems, the person showed the gems 15 to 20k, and then they talked about random things for quite a while. Part 3, then after that she wanted to give me a free item, so she put in an item and it wasn't worth a lot and basically told her to accept. Last part, when I accepted and pressed yes, I just noticed that I forgot to unoffer the diamonds. Now that is tough. Another person said that they offered diamonds for Adopt Me pets, and it's fine because they only gave 2k diamonds. Okay, we've got another long story right here. This one girl told me she will give me her V-Day Halo, but she wasn't that particular level, 75 plus. So she told her to level her up, and her being stupid, as it was the first day trading came out, she trusted her and leveled her up to more than 30 levels. And then she was at level 75 in her account, and decided to sleep. And then when she woke up, she changed her password, and this person had spent 7 hours leveling her up 30 levels. Someone also said, people offer my Halo with a lot of accessories and a Halo, but then they take away the Halo. Someone said that they lost their parasol. Some person said it was for YouTube and they fell for it. I feel so regretful. Anyway, that is all of the answers I'm going to answer today. I hope you really did enjoy this video, and if you watched to the end, make sure to comment a ink emoji and I'll be hearting your comment. You do need to be very careful in the Royale Trading Hub because there are a lot of people who are bad and they do scam people. But you just need to double check things, and if it seems sketchy, don't do it. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!